At the White House, the General Services Administration was tasked with getting things spick and span between Trump's departure and Biden's arrival. And the reason is pretty obvious. We're still in a pandemic, and for the last 10 months, the previous administration hasn't always acted like it. On several occasions, President Trump and people within the administration dismissed health guidance by not wearing masks, not social distancing, and even holding events indoors. While workplaces around the country adopted best practices to keep people safe, the office of America's highest office became a COVID hotspot. So what will the business of the White House look like under the Biden administration? We asked one of the people leading the Biden-Harris transition.
I think we're going to see a whole new White House. The administration that's leaving has basically spent 4 years making up their own rules. And the rules when it comes to COVID haven't matched up with the public health guidelines.
And ultimately, that affected how the White House was able to operate. After the outbreak following then Supreme Court nominee Amy Coney Barrett's ceremony, events were canceled and White House advisors and aides had to work remotely.
A lot of us have been teleworking over the last few days, including my staff, out of an abundance of precaution.
I think you will see both Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, after they've received both doses of their vaccines, continue to wear masks, because that is what the public health guideline is. It doesn't matter if you have the vaccine, maybe you don't get sick, but you could still transmit it to other people. So I think they will model that behavior as they did during their presidential campaign.
The Biden-Harris White House is beginning their term during a pandemic that's killing 4,000 people a day and dragging down the U.S. economy. So the transition team's timing is essential.
There's no time to get up to speed. You need to know very clearly what you want to do. And it's importantly, you want to put very experienced people in place, people that don't have a learning curve, who can start to tackle these challenges.
Today, it's my great honor, and it really is an honor, to add to my national security team.
Also on the docket for Biden, tackling some of the more traditional aspects of the role while keeping a COVID-free White House.
You might even see cabinet members being sworn in virtually. You might see bill signings that are done virtually. Press conference could be done virtually.
Hi, everyone.
In this pandemic era, to the extent there's been any upsides, I think we've realized that, you know what, we all don't physically need to be everywhere.
The vision Lou laid out is very different from previous administrations, where presidents were a bit more accessible to select audiences. But it won't always be this way, especially for a president like Biden, who is so used to in-person contact.
He's going to want to meet with his advisors in the Oval Office and hash out ideas. He's going to want to hit the campaign trail and start shaking hands. All of those things will happen in time when public health officials say we're ready for that. It's amazing over the last 10 months how much we have adapted, and the White House will adapt too. Things will change, but they're not going to change forever.